Have you heard? Oh, hello, people. My name is Kali Boss. The only boss. Oh, wait, what else? Have you heard? Wait, do you know that Taptap Send is live in Texas? Oh, you didn't know? We went to New York. Now we are live in Texas. So people in Texas and around, all you have to do is to download Taptap Send. Yes, Taptap Send has become the most unique, secure, and fast way of sending money across the world to your loved ones anywhere. Okay, so download Taptap Send on Google Play Store or App Store. And when you're in Texas or around, you just have to put in the code TXGH. What did I say? TXGH, and you get $10 for your first transaction you make. Mahama media, Texas, you drew ho. Very soon we'll conquer everywhere. Download Taptap Send now on Google Play and App Store. Taptap Send, it's secure, convenient, easy, and fast.
Capstone Global Consult Limited. Jumekuo bi a omo fa registered nurses, drivers a omo GCC license, NFA securities. Edi omo ko amaya hodro bi so te se Dubai, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, NFA USA. Na mene wo kasa sisi akra. Omo per registered nurses. Edi omo ko USA. Akoye juma ko gisika pudro. Anne. Na enye we po. Capstone Global Consult Limited. Esanso boama. Sa wo peka atofri amanone. Omo be ye ho hyehyeye nyina ama. Na won satimi aka ka biara edawa kuma so wa bra wo mre ho enti omo se bra omo so ye sesi a wo behu omo Otama community 9 omo ni Ashama Timber Market ene din hwe animu anase fra omo wo 0599 183083 anase 0302 986573 amanone fo so fra omo +821 0218 11278 Capstone Global Consult Limited. Your success is our business.
Check now, check it, fa check it, fa check it, check it. The beat is real, don't wait make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it, fa check it, fa check it, fa check it, check it. Green select glucometer, check it, fa check it, check it. Sugar level for check it, for check it. For check it. Reselect glucometer. Everybody check now. This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Again with your favorite online discussion platform, that is Showbiz Daily. Sammy Flex seated with man like Kobe Josvan, the nation's blogger, Roland Amate, as well as in Team Dodu Solomon, aka Chamo. And when the team gets seated like this, then it means we need support from the other guys, Digital Rasta Currency on camera, Richie Flex editor, and you are the receiving end as our subscriber, as our watch person, and again as our viewer, or better still as our fan. God bless you for always spending quality time with us here on Sammy Flex TV, contributing to what we do, sharing, commenting, liking our videos, and more. Some people even go to the extent of dashing us and all that. We pray for you all to get more. Let me also say thanks to Taptap Send for being on the platform, alerting everyone living abroad that you can still send money to Ghana and to some West African countries using the app Taptap Send. Go to your Google Play Store, download the app, put in your bank details, use the promo code SammyFlex, and with this, you are surely good to go. I don't know what you are waiting for. Rush now and go get yours as everybody is talking about it. Taptap Send. Obia say eye. Now, straight to one of the issues I want us to start with before we even get into other serious matters. A video I have watched online. In this video, a dead woman, obviously a nurse, is standing taking care of. A dead woman is standing taking care of a living sick person. Like, just think about it. It doesn't even make sense. Even if you are trying to say it for it to sound good, Christ still doesn't make sense. You came to work in your life as a nurse. You are dead. Go and rest. Because they say there is more rest after death. But this woman seems she's still being punished. Instead of her to go and rest, she's still working even in her death. And I'm asking, what is this? What is this? Me, when I watch this, I go angry a little bit because I didn't see the sense in this. You are dead, you are dead. In fact, no matter what we do to you, you are dead. Your dead body should be packaged and go to be buried. Sometimes, because of even health reasons, we don't want people to be coming into contact with some of these dead bodies. But here we are, making fun or playing with this. And I'm asking, stupidity or creativity? Simple question. Watch this. I'll be back. So this is what we have to deal with in Ghana. Okay, quick one. Our time is really not on our side like that. Let's kill them quick and go away.
First of all, let me say a very good afternoon to our wonderful viewers. And also use this opportunity to say congratulations to my brother.
Talk about the dead person. Let's go.
First of all, I don't think so. I don't think yes, it doesn't make sense. How possible say someone is dead and someone have to come and pretend as if say she's also receiving a treatment from a dead person? It doesn't make sense on a natural sense. It doesn't make sense. And I know a whole lot of people will come with agenda and say creativity. This is stupid creativity. It shouldn't be anything that we need to condone. Have you even considered the health aspect of it?
Implications, yeah.
Because there are so many things. Even the dead body has some kind of odor, of which naturally we are being even advised it is not good for our health. So you even lying beside such a dead person, thinking that you have to just do that because I'll fly on social media to get the talkabilities. I don't think the person more or less had a second thought of it before doing it. And secondly, too, I think he also might be doing it because of money. Because people are being paid for such activities or for services like this. And I'm not sure she will just go there to just lie on the bed. Why? Because you want that kind of, talkability. But more or less, she will get something out of it. So it shouldn't be something that we should condone. We should avoid from it. Because it's not the best. Yeah.
Well, Ro, quick one.
That's to me, aside the health implications, I don't see anything wrong with this. In fact, if you ask me, I'll say yes. if we are talking about funeral tourism, it is not only about how, yes, it is not only about our music or how we plan our funeral. Some of these things are add-ons. If in recent times we have pallbearers who in our local that we call that the UFO, who will be carrying casket, be dancing left, right, center. This is something that is different from what others would be doing in their own, like in their own countries. You go to America, you not see a pallbearer dancing with casket. The usual or the normal one, they just go bury the person, everybody goes home. But we are talking about things that will attract people even to our funerals as much as it is concerned. So some of these things are things. Yes, the health side there, I agree that some of these things, before they do some of these things, they must make sure, which is why I would have preferred that maybe the person playing the patient, they would put kind of a mannequin or something that has no health risk there to play some of these things. Other than that, I don't see anything. In fact, some of these things have the tendency of attracting people even to come and watch how our funerals are done.
Dead body.
Yes, people bury. You know, some people bury dead people on trees.
Which people?
Oh, I've forgotten, but there are some tribes. No, I can find it for you. Oh, Chemo, I can find it for you.
But no. Wait. Is it a one-time thing that for some reasons they had to bury someone?
It is their culture. It is their culture. There are some tribes who bury people on trees. I'll find. Don't worry. I'll find it.
Burial is always done in the soil, so that when the body decays, it goes in there.
The internet
if you bury a person on a tree, do you know what the implications? The smell, flies.
So they don't just bury them on trees, as in the trees in your homes. That is not how it is done.
Wherever you bury it, this dead body you are talking about.
Of course.
Let one body die. Let's put it at Santa Giga Junction. You'll be here and you'll be smelling.
No, but you see, it has to do with how the bodies are being kept. If we are talking about,
I mean is, what you are saying might have happened for some reason before once.
No, but it is some people's culture.
Okay, you can't find them.
Okay, let's Chemo continue, then I'll find it for you.
Yeah, you
Chemo
continue. You can find the people who bury dead bodies on trees,
and we are not aware.
And unfortunately, to come to Africa, that's how painful.
Hey, it will go to where? That should go to where? That guy should go to where?
That is the stupid thing.
It should go to where?
Okay, so it's not in Ghana here, right?
No.
That tribe is
no.
not.
The last time I heard of one, the person was laid in state.
Okay.
The person was laid in state. That one.
So he was not buried.
That one was at Laura. No, but I know some people bury people on trees.
Go and find it.
Don't
Go and find it.
Okay, if it's not in Ghana, then yeah, maybe some people are doing it.
Even and it will not be a normal practice.
Yeah.
I'm saying it might be for some reason a one-off thing. I'm not saying it can happen. No. It can happen for a one-off thing for a reason, but it can't be a normal practice.
But something like this. It's not a normal practice.
Burial, do you know what burial? It has to go deep.
No, but something like what we are seeing is not a normal practice.
That is it. We have something similar to this.
There are so many of this kind. There are so many of this.
Okay, let's listen to Chemo.
Okay, well, for me, I think this is not necessary. I think they have stretched it too much. We know that people do something similar to this, not same as this, but yeah, sometimes they put the body, the dead body in a chair, and like they try to do something with it. And I think going this way, it's like they have stretched it too much. I mean, and with a human being, living being involved, like the way they did it, that's strong. Like, in any angle that you want to look at it, I think this is wrong for them to put a human being there and do this kind of thing. I mean, they have stretched it too much, and we don't have to encourage it. And I mean, we will all agree that medically this is not good, or health-wise this is not good, because if whatever killed her is not it's contagious in terms of because of the treatment couldn't handle the not spreading such a thing. I mean, this is the way to easily spread it, because a lot of people will gather there, go around and see it, and at the end of the day, the living being who was attached to her will also go home with, I mean, whatever contamination that she will get from it. So this is not good. I don't see any fun of it. Like I don't see it, and you go and see.
It doesn't
it
make sense.
Yeah. I don't really get it, and I think we shouldn't encourage something like this. If you do funeral tourism, it's not about playing with the dead body. It's also about the way you do your things, the cultural display that will happen. I think that's what people look out for, not how you play with the dead body. I mean, in our case, we can do coffins and other stuff that are really interesting to see how they do the coffins and other things. But to go to this extreme, I don't think it's okay. Yeah.
Okay, so what I'm seeing here, it says that tree barrier. It says the Seals, Ute or Navajo tribes that I don't even know where they are coming from.
But they are definitely in Africa.
Which part of Africa?
No. So let me finish reading. I'll tell the sense I made from this. It says the Seals, Ute, and Navajo tribes use platforms like a scaffold or tree to bring. Your screen is off. You use a scaffold or tree to bring the deceased closer to the sky. Animals consume the body, bringing the life cycle full circle, similar to a Tibetan sky barrier, earth barrier. Seals Native Americans often choose this option also. So it is an option they choose. It is not as if that's the regular.
Of course. Yeah. So if we want to bring out, this is not kind of a craze. You can say, oh, they are going extreme. It is just like cremation. People would want to cremation. Thank you. People want to cremate their dead bodies just because of certain personal beliefs and reasons. You can't fault them. Somebody would also want to display. To some people, this is more or less like an honor to the person. Maybe for all you know, when the person was alive, the person did not take some of, which is why some people. So that then why then do we even go to the extent of employing people to come and cry at people's funeral? Why do we go to the extent of employing people to come and dance with the caskets of other people? Why do we go to the extent of even hiring certain things to make a funeral big?
Yes, so all those things are what will make it a festival, and not the body. The body, it is away from everything.
You are choosing which aspect that will attract people to whatever event you are doing. You are the one choosing. You are the one deciding. Some people are basing on the dead body. Some people will base on the coffin. Some people will base on the pallbearers to attract people to whatever events they are doing. To some people, it is the dead body, how they decorate. I've seen people who will just decorate a dead body and put the person, like make the person sit down.
Yes,
it is part. It is part. If that one is cool, then I don't know why this, apart from the health side, which we all agree that if some of these things like they want to do it needs to be supervised by health professionals at least to be for the health reasons. Other than that, this
do you know if we are to dig deeper into this, some of these things are even barbaric to say the least. Do you know when someone dies, they keep the person in the freezer and they have to make sure the person sits? Do you know what they do? They break all these things.
The bones, yes.
This is barbaric.
So that is
like, this is so barbaric.
See,
why are we encouraging it?
It is same way you will not ask, like it's the same way somebody also sees somebody who would say, oh, me say me who am I say me munshemi. Somebody also sees it as barbaric.
No, see that one, the body, the moment you die, that body is wasted. So any other thing that will throw it away, and burning it is part of the throwing it away.
Now this why if they break it, I mean the final rest, they will throw it away.
You are joking with it. Throwing it away, that's why me, if you allow me, I'll go for the Muslim kind of thing.
Of course.
Personally, I'm not a fan of too much elaborations on funerals. Seriously, I've never been a fan of it.
But to some people, go to Kumasi and the first you see 10 billboards that you see, 9 of them are funeral billboards.
No, but we are talking about playing with.
No,
the cost.
I am talking.
No,
I also want us to open this conversation.
We are not. In fact, personally, I'm not bothered with that. That's why I'm saying the tourism side is okay.
Yes.
But the body like this.
Playing with
It
the
is.
body
It
like
is
this.
part. It is part of the whole antics. No, now it has become. It has become part of the whole antics.
But let me clarify this. In Kumasi, they don't play with the body.
I'm not saying they are playing with
So,
the body.
yes.
No, I'm saying
They don't.
no. I am not saying
Kumasi, they don't play the
It's really disrespectful to the body to do.
I am.
So you know
They are
all
yeah.
them bodies, blah blah. None of them comes from Kumasi.
No.
See,
None
I am
of
not
them
saying
come
they.
Yes,
Kumasi.
they come most. Okay, my man.
I am not saying they play with their dead bodies, but you
that
see,
one-
That's not headquarters.
but
That's because I'm flexible headquarters.
this
What's the headquarters? So I'm flexible headquarters.
it is a
Oh,
ceremony.
your papa.
It is a ceremony we are talking about, and something that will attract people that we are talking about. Everybody has their own way or things that they will do.
So let's
to
move
attract
on.
people.
It just doesn't make sense.
Some
Simple.
people will build billboards so that you know that I am doing something. Some people would also maybe cannot do that billboard, but we want to creatively just
Play with the body.
Of course.
Their body.
creatively play with the body. Besides, after this display, last the person is going to the ground.
Okay. Bring back COVID to us again. If these people will not stop feeling like this, bring back COVID so that when someone dies, 10 people, you go and bury the person, we are done.
3 days.
If people will not stop feeling like this, bring COVID, bring it. You welcome that as well. Please, this should not be tolerated in any way. Me, I don't want to be a part of this. Well, in another video, someone is complaining about how government in Ghana does not support foreign companies when it comes to coming to do projects here. And in this video that I am going to play to you, it is a conference, and in this conference the conversation was about how government in Ghana does not support foreign entities or companies who are going to do projects here. I don't know how we are going to have this discussion, because I know until we have some of these things done for us, many people will not come here. Now they are even going to other countries already. So the video came with a caption. Hollywood filmmaker Angela White, aka Miss Angela White, expresses frustration with Ghana government relocate next film project to South Africa. Now calls for support of diaspora creatives. And it says, renowned Hollywood filmmaker Angela White, in a panel discussion at the just ended Essence Fest, has recently shared her disappointment in dealing with the Ghanaian government and announced her decision to move her upcoming film project to South Africa. In an effort to raise awareness about the challenges faced by diaspora creatives trying to invest in Ghana, she urges the government to provide better support. Now, having successfully worked with the Ghanaian government last year, Angela White's company from America brought significant business opportunities to Ghana. The project involved a crew of over 120 people and featured a cast of more than 50 talented individuals. The venture also boosted the Airbnb sector and generated substantial revenue for the country. Despite her current challenges, Angela White remains optimistic while urging on the efforts of Idris Elba and is hopeful that the Ghanaian government will recognize the immense potential and economic benefits that collaborations with diaspora creatives can bring. She believes that by supporting creatives from the diaspora, Ghana can position itself as a hub for cultural exchange and innovation. And this is as simple as message that everybody should get. They want to come and do things here, but when they come, they don't get any support from government of any kind. Elsewhere, when they go there to do film projects, knowing that they are bringing money to pump or to inject into the country, they support them. Is this factual or not? Remember, Idris Elba met President Akufo-Addo some time ago. Idris Elba put out some of these requests onto the president. Now let's watch Miss Angela White. When I come back, I ask my people, fact or lies?
I've dealt with the president, we dealt with everybody who's in charge last year. We have dealt with every aspect of government. I've dealt with the president, we dealt with everybody who's in charge last year. We have dealt with every aspect of government last year and trying to get support for my country, my company being American, coming in, bringing in tons of business. Our crew was over 120 people. Our cast was over 50 people. We had hotels, Airbnbs, everything. I brought a lot of revenue to Ghana, and the reason why my next project will probably be South Africa is because I got nowhere with the Ghanaian government. It really became a battle. And so I'm happy to see Idris take this fight, because if they don't start getting country credits, everybody's familiar with like tax credits, country credits, the work's gonna go to South Africa. Because when other countries come in, we need help in the form of housing, we need a form of discounts for rentals, everything, transportation. We need the country to work with us. And this became a really big battle that Chris and I were on the front lines with. And for me to go back to Ghana, that conversation has to happen again. Because you gotta think, in America, we're spending millions of dollars, okay? And even if we go to Ghana, we're still spending a decent amount of money still. So we still wanna get something for our money. Even in this country, if I shoot in Louisiana, I'm getting 45% back for shooting there, okay? If I go to Georgia, I'm getting 30% for shooting back there. I can't go to a place and not get money back. That's the incentive for us to go there, because it costs a lot of money for me to bring Americans to shoot in Ghana. So the costs aren't expensive. It's the travel that kills us. So we're really on the front lines. I'm so happy Idris is taking the fight right to the president, because that's what has to happen.
Rentina.
Well, so this is what the lady say. Let me start this with Roland, who has been doing more events. Ro, how are we going to solve this?
As I mean, this particular issue there, well, it's true, but there are so many things, so many factors that will bring this to play here. Her complaints are very legit, and sometimes, yes, even our own people who even live in the diaspora, who want to come to the country to come and invest, sometimes face some of these things. People will tell you they come, Charlie, they go and get something and they want to come and invest back into their country, and Charlie, the system sometimes can frustrate you. It happens. For what she's talking about, I believe the system in that particular jurisdiction is what will cause what she's saying. As it stands, when it comes to governmental support in terms of private entities or private business doing their own stuff, we know there is a huge disconnect there. There is a huge disconnect. Even the people, the natives, sometimes find it very difficult to get governmental support or incentives like she's requesting for. And especially, and because of for the conversation of whether the government understands our operations and all that is also, to me, is different. When you ask me, I'll tell you, yes, they understand it to some extent. But when it comes to the business and its returns, it is just recently that their eyes are beginning to open to some of the possibilities that the creative industry would bring. So yes, they don't understand the whole creative art to some extent. And especially when you are bringing such a production, because of their understanding, they know that, even our people cry are not getting some of these things. Into what cry, they are not what at all would be our benefit to it. So most of them will be very reluctant. But to a state or a government who knows the importance of some of these things will go through its ministry or agencies, will see to it that, okay, if this production house is coming to Ghana to shoot, is there a way that we can liaise with a certain hotel who probably would be receiving them or they will be lodging, to give them some form of incentives? So instead of, let's say, paying about 2,000 for a week, we can give you about 1,500. And more, some of these practices will attract more of them to come. And in that sense, the agencies, that is the ministries, also take it upon themselves to hype some of these hotels, give them some form of publicity, like the year of return. They chip them into their publicity strategies to make sure that, okay, you giving this production house this discount, this would be your benefit. It is going to be a win-win affair, and at the end of the day, it will attract the more of that particular production house, like Mrs. White, yes, Angela White, or and her likes. So yes, some of these things there, we it all boils down to the system or the structures that are lacking in our space, and also the understanding.
But could it also be that maybe when they also come to Ghana, they are not able to connect to the right people?
That is also part. That is also part. But you see, you can't fault them so much when it comes to that aspect, because if there were unions, there were people like correct, like for want of a better word, correct agencies like who you can turn to, because the moment you know, oh, like if it has to do with music, the moment you know, I go to Musica, there's a possibility I can get hold of all the top musicians in Ghana. But is that the case? No. So if there is maybe a production house who wants to do something with Ghanaian musicians, they would have to come and fall on individuals. Elsewhere, if you don't go through the unions, you can never get them individually. Even if you get them individually, you still would have to go back through the unions. So some of these things are the reasons why. And when it comes to film, the film unions, how effective are they? Much less the ministries. How connected are these individual unions to the ministry itself? So assuming they come, and they will always, it's either they fall on individuals or they fall on these ministries. And because the ministries are not so connected with the unions, the individual unions, they will also recommend the individual same way. So as for this problem there, it will continue and continue until we create that connection between the individual creatives, their unions, and the ministry. These problems will continue to be there. So you will see, a certain production house will come and will just handpick some few people that they think they can liaise with and just do whatever they have to do with them. The few ones that will come, that will pass through the ministry, will also get what they will get from the ministry, and they will go. But as to whether, say, when they come through the ministry to the individual unions, then to the actors themselves or the creative themselves, that particular chain is broken. That particular chain is broken. So any person that comes who wants to do something with the creative in Ghana can't go through any union again. Hey, you call the person. If the person is game, you do it with the person. If you want to go through the ministry, you go through the ministry, and the ministry too will call their affiliates. Besides, they also don't have that strong connection with the individual unions, like the creative, the 5 parks and the music girls and all that. They don't have that connection. If they do, they would be able to do that, give you that connection. If when you want a letterhead, even from Musica or the 5 pack people, look at how difficult it is for your documentations and all that. You that you are a native, probably you are even a member of this union. When you want a letterhead self to aid you in your documentation, how difficult is it? So some of these things are contributing factors. I believe that yes, the problem or the things that she's saying there, it is true. And it is as a result of that disconnect between the creatives, their unions, as well as the ministry. Because when you go to the ministry right now and come and tell the ministry, oh, I want 5 top musicians in Ghana to work with. I am shooting a movie and I want 5 top musicians to star in that movie. When you go to the ministry, they will refer you to Musica. Musica to how connected are they with the likes of Stonebwoy, Shatawale, Sarkodie and all that? How connected are they with them? So they will definitely recommend whoever also is associated with them. Or so if you know you can't go through that hustling and bustling, you just pick a phone, call Stonebwoy yourself, call Shatawale yourself, call Sarkodie yourself, deal with them personally. And that is how it is. And some of these people, the reason why I don't want us to fault them so much is that is the system they are used to.
That's how their system operates.
So, like indirectly, they assume every system is supposed to be like that. So when they come, the first point of call, like the people who meet them are the people they tend to deal with. And we know the moment you come and follow me, I will give you that sweet talk. I will let you know I control everything. I have people in my pocket that I can connect you to. And at the end of the day, we find most of them being disappointed.
Okay. Corey, continue from there.
Brother, I think whatever that she's saying is the truth. But it is one way or the other a topic that we need to discuss vividly.
Okay.
Especially when we live in a country that we don't see the essence of this creative art industry, and even the benefits that we derive from them, and even on the country as a nation. We have some countries that they have a structure, a whole plan towards this whole thing. They see this whole creative space as a means to also generate income that will boost the economy. But as it stands now, if you are to ask ourselves, how many of our politicians even understand, what our creative can do? What our creative can generate for us in this, creative art space. They only call us when more or less they need something directly from us. But aside that,
so they've not seen our economic benefits.
As it stands now, they still, many of them don't even see music or acting or that kind of venues to be a means to also promote our culture, promote our identity, and even sell Ghana as a country. They don't see it like that. They think all that they need to focus on is the politics, because politics is more or less will bring negotiations on the table, bring money on the table, and bring more investors. But these people themselves to control numbers, and they have the influence. So imagine if the government is doing some activities and he collaborates with set personalities. We can more or less assume the kind of impact that we get. So until we get a plan, we get a structure that we all follow. This is how the conversation will be like. Because right now, if I want to meet someone in the industry, for instance, in the music industry, Musica, if you have association, like Musica, if imagine say Musica is working, we just have to reach to them, then everything, negotiation will be done. Then from there, they also have to do the communication. But right now, it's not like that. So whoever that I have my conversation with outside the country, the very moment I land in the country, I think that the person will be the very best person to deliver that offer. Maybe the person wouldn't be in that position to deliver. So when the disappointment come, when they go, they won't say that a certain individual failed us, but they will tell or they will narrate the story that a country per which we work with failed us. And here can what is the government also doing for even the local people? Event organizers always they will be crying to this government for even some kind of negotiation or maybe partnership with them for them to also organize certain events. So even our very own people, they are crying. How much more foreigners? And I think sometimes they don't reach up to the right person. Because if more or less we are to more or less find or locate the right people, we more or less have our negotiation through. But everybody thinks that, in my own capacity, I can do it. And we all want to claim this self-entitlement. Let me lead this kind of people. So as whatever deal that we're going to negotiate, if it becomes successful, I can also boast that, mention to me, yes, me bow this uncle and me to me. So let us look up to the people like competency, people that can do the job. And always forget about self-entitlement, because we have people that can do the job. But because of self-entitlement, let me do it and get a name. So they will never even recommend or refer the job to the right person. And at the end of the day, it will end in disappointment like that. So the government should do things right and more or less consider or more or less pay attention to our creative space.
Because see, these people, when they come to town, so many people get employed.
That's it.
So many people.
And that is why I said
they will not come with every side of the production. Some of them, they rely on our local producers.
Of course.
And there are guys who are DOPs, blah blah blah, that they all make money
from that.
But now they are not coming.
And even the government itself.
And we are looking forward to even promote our tourism drive, but we are not encouraging this. When they shoot these music movies and their production in Ghana, everywhere that it will be showed, Ghana will be mentioned in
the marketing Ghana. And that is why, Brass, I'm saying, our very own people, they don't even understand this whole space. They see it to be like something like a comic thing, like I said, the entertainers. So we only have to call them when we feel like we want them to entertain us.
Then we are going to assume us.
Yes. But these same people, if they are able to use them well, they can even use them in forming some of the good policies in the country. So that's it.
Well, Chabo, Miss Angela White is crying.
Yeah, but the way she was, maybe there's a longer version of it that will make me understand where she is coming from. But the way she said it, I really didn't get her well. So I will generalize it. Yeah, generally, new businesses coming in will need support, or they will need some form of incentive to feel okay when they come here. In fact, even registering a business here in Ghana is like a hell. Like, it's so difficult to just register a business here. Meanwhile, I can sit in Ghana here and register a business in America within a day or two. And I'll get everything that I need if I have the information that they are asking for. And so if you just consider those, yes, she will be frustrated. Because, and again, listening to her conversation, I heard her saying that after pushing for the government to give us certain things that we didn't get and all that. So in her case, where I think maybe they went to the agencies, some of them asked them for certain incentives and she didn't get it. That's why she's talking like this. But generally, the way we do our business, we can't give her preferential treatment. That's how we do it here. So why do you want us to treat you different? Just that, yeah, generally I will agree that the government should do better in terms of how we handle business, even with our local people. So that we will all like get some kind of, yes, and do what we have to do. But if we are not getting it here and you are coming from elsewhere and you want to get it, that will not be fair. So I that's why I'm saying that I'm not maybe getting the anger that she's coming from.
Well, I think she's not calling for this only for herself. She is putting out a general call that if the government of Ghana can do this to boost some of these projects that come to the country, the better for us.
Yes.
Because she falls into that category, that's why she will use herself. Remember, she even talked about Idris Elba meeting the president. And when Idris Elba met the president, it is the same thing. He talked about that when they want to come here, but when they come, so feels like they really want to come, but the system here, Ghana is expensive.
Very, very expensive.
Ghana is really expensive. Averagely, like we go to these small towns and they think, oh, hotel there in Kaosenka, Uchiabe 200 cedis, maximum 150. You are going to Takra and you are paying like 500 for an average hotel. An average hotel. It's not like top. No, not like 5 star. No. Charlie, no. Ghana is expensive.
Yes,
Ghana is too expensive.
For that one, I will agree with her. Like generally, things are really.
No, she said this is a general call, not like herself.
Yeah, for that one, I agree with her. I think we should do better. I mean, just ease the system for people to enjoy doing business here, because we all have the ripple effect. Like a lot of people will get jobs, they will buy things here. Even
like the benefits there, plenty.
Yes, and the way that we do business in Ghana here is really, really hard, and especially if you are not ready to pay bribe, then there's another wahala for you. That's the thing. If you are not ready to, you have to cut corners. If you really want to do business in Ghana here, you have to cut corners. And if you are not ready to do that, then you will pay more, they will frustrate you. Even, that's why sometimes I don't really want the agencies to get involved like that. Because if they get involved, they milk people. Before you can do something, go and see Ministry of Creative and some boss will be there wants to take money before he will sign or even take you anywhere. So they should just make a good, create a good environment for people to thrive. That will help us all, instead of maybe trying to give incentive to 1 or 2 people and with some people in charge. That's where the issue is.
The fooling will surely happen.
They will take something before they take you to anywhere. But if the system is that open, it's easy to register your business, it's easy to move around. When you get here, you have an agency that can even lead you to do certain things. It will help and it will make it easier for people to come here and do business. So for that matter, yes, I agree with her, and I think people should do something better. But generally, we all suffer the same thing. So if that is the case, just keep quiet and suffer.
Unfortunately, this is what our people won't see.
Yeah.
They will see someone who is fooling on the internet and they rather trend it. No, they won't see this one. Unfortunately, they will never see this one. They will see Lupi and God Papa the greatest, and they will go and be fooling on social media all over. Well, let's continue with our life. But to us, we will speak the language that is right. You make sure we trumpet it. Those who are supposed to get it should get it. And those who won't get it, posterity will surely judge us all very, very soon. Now, in another video, Stonebwoy has been seen talking about reggae in Ghana. And I want everyone to listen to Stonebwoy attentively. Whether we will understand what he's saying, because I know Stonebwoy started with this reggae and dancehall fraternity in Ghana, and now we know his status. We know where he has got into in his career. And Stonebwoy thinks that when it comes to the reggae thing in Ghana, they are still stagnant, not gone anywhere. Well, maybe my people doesn't understand it differently. Let's pay attention, listen to Stonebwoy, and when I come back, I get their reactions to this video. Watch it, I'll be back.
When I said it on the VGMA night, I meant every bit of it. I would also implore leaders like you, fathers like Black Rasta, etc. And I know they're all pushing in their own regards. Yesterday was International Reggae Day, of course. We didn't do anything big reggae to move. You see what I'm saying?
There was mass station at Akuma Village.
Akuma Village is an ancient foundation.
You see it.
You see, but another...
And I was in my hometown to visit my ancestors.
All right. And another thing, I don't want to call it a problem.
Yeah.
But you see, Rastas, we are a special group of people.
Yeah.
Reggae music is special music.
Yeah.
That's why the white man intentionally said pop music, popular.
Yeah.
You see, we have to also allow ourselves to grow.
Definitely.
Into the running boat, but not losing our stems, so that the world can accept us on that scale. That's how we can grow. Because of course, Akuma Village is a special place, Rising Phoenix. It's either we improve upon the publicity and the interest of the reggae scene. You understand what I'm saying? To also connect it with the outside world, to get more population for it, to also grow more interest. So that's where the work is. You see, so we have to be thinking around those ends. So like I said, the plan doesn't lie with me only, but I know that I cannot see, such foundation just wither away in a certain kind of way. You see what I'm saying? I don't want to mention names to sound like, I don't want to even start like anybody to feel anyway, but look at how many years some of our brothers have been playing at Akuma Village. These brothers are my senior brothers who saw me come through Akuma Village. And I remember that some of the fights that I would get, like I've been saying, is that, yo, the man, they sell out, Don't follow him. The man, they are high life artists, Yo, the man, then 9 and a reggae again when I want him, boy. Same time I go there, but they don't go do anything. They will just rather pass me a mic and I come bless them. So for me, I think it's all about thinking beyond the reggae market.
All right.
Pushing our thing into the popular market as well. Vice versa, you know what I'm saying?
Well, Chamo, how did you get this message from Stonebwoy?
I think he was saying a lot of things, but the bottom line is that reggae will not sell at this time. So he may not push himself or do much to get into that reggae feel or reggae fraternity as it used to be. I mean, not many years ago, if I should put it that way. Some of our biggest musicians then were reggae artists.
Yeah. Our biggest exports.
Yes, were reggae artists, and even our gospel musicians were using reggae rhythms for their gospel, because reggae was the ish at that time. This time around, there's no more reggae. It's something else. So if you want to still do reggae, you rather have to work harder to get noticed, because now the competition, and again, the competition is not only within Ghana. It's all over the place, like all over the world. hip hop is infiltrating our space here. We have Afrobeat, we have trap music, we have dancehall, we have a whole lot. So if you are not doing extra, then you won't be in the game. I mean, reggae, nobody can stop reggae, as one of them would say.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know who sang.
Nobody can stop reggae.
I've forgotten the artist. I think Lucky Dube or something like that.
Yeah,
I'm not sure. I mean, our audience will help us. You can't stop it. Reggae will always be there. But the point is, it will go down at some point when those who did it at the time are no more there, or they are retiring from the space. That's what will happen. I mean, even in a place like South Africa, where Lucky Dube was hit like a global sensation, still reggae is not what we know them for.
Exactly.
It's Amapiano now. It's other genres, and that's what it is. But some time ago it was about reggae, because Lucky Dube was in the space representing them so well. So the same thing, Ghana here, at some point we had people like Shashamali, Black Prophet, Black Rasta and others, like they were in the space doing their thing. Rocky Dawunis and others, yes, and we were doing so well. But this time around, it's no more reggae. This time around, even after us also getting in the space of high life, Burger High Life. At some point, it was Burger High Life, and then we came. Some people, Reggie Stone and his people, came with Hip Life. Hip Life was the ish. We were selling Hip Life. Then now we are in Afrobeat era. All the artists, they are calling themselves Afrobeat artists. Including Stonebwoy.
He says Afro pop, Afro dancehall.
Afro dancehall, and like now it's Afro thing.
Afro dancer.
Yeah. So I think he should just go straight to the point and say that as we have it now, reggae will not sell. Yes. So if you want to be in the space, if you want to be known, you can't just do reggae and catch the market, or unless you are coming with something extra that we have not seen or heard. Otherwise, you will not sell like that. So reggae is not in vogue now. Not that reggae is dead, or somebody will stop reggae from people from listening or something like that. But if you are doing reggae now, you are not going to make as much as doing Afrobeat, and it's as simple as that.
Yeah, I get it. Kobe, how did you also understand Stonebwoy's response to whether reggae in Ghana is going up or coming down?
I think you should go straight and tell them the truth. I don't know when the truth is there, just go straight. I think he's trying to play, he's giving a political talk here. You see, there's no dead genre, but at a point in time when there is a change, or there's a flip, or maybe a switch to a particular genre, you need to go by that direction. There was a generation whereby reggae was an ish. Everybody was talking about reggae. The whole world was celebrating reggae.
Exactly.
You got to a point in time, another genre also came up, hip hop and other stuff. Right now, we're finding ourselves in an era where Afrobeat, Afropop is doing the thing. So if you're a reggae dancehall artist, we are not saying change your identity totally, but try and fuse certain things in your song that will make you compete with what is going
the direction.
Yes. But if you want to insist that, oh, for me, I'm a reggae artist, so even if the whole world is doing Afrobeat, I should more or less be in my own track, like still be on the reggae thing, then it will be the same conversation that we are having today.
Exactly.
And we were saying that, no, yesterday was a reggae day that we needed to celebrate. We know Stonebwoy to have an affiliate with reggae too. As an artist, what did he do? He didn't do anything. And that is it. So when our artists, when they are preaching about an agenda like this, we expect them say they should be the front line. Don't be just saying it. Oh, this time we are saying say reggae is not a thing. You were once a reggae artist, and you still, as part of your Wikipedia profile, you still have reggae in it. Meaning you have a reggae as part of you. So as a reggae artist, what did you do? So do it so as if the others are not following the pace, then you can come out bold and say, so at least I made that effort, I made that move, and nobody supported me. But when we sit always trying to play a gimmick, make it seem say we want to more or less put a speech out there to make us feel say sorry to say we are making sense. I don't more or less go by that angle. Yeah, so they should more or less be an example to what they are saying. But whatever it is, to our people doing that genre, they should also understand say the world has evolved now. So they should also change in accordance to the direction. Yeah. Nobody can stop reggae. Yes, no one is stopping it. But if you don't do your things right, we will go and leave you there. So until they change the new genre, or maybe few certain things or elements in it that will make them more competitive enough to compete with other genres, the story will be like this.
That's sure going to miss out. Well, Ro, what do you also have to say about Stonebwoy's response to the reggae family in Ghana and how they are doing it?
Is he bashing them or he's part of the bashment?
Oh, for now, he said when he goes and he comes, they tell him he's doing he sell out. He's now doing highlight. Yet they will still give him mic to do his thing, and he will still go and come and meet them. What Stonebwoy has told them, Wakasa be brain dominant.
Waka bro fu be brain there tell what.
That's
what I want to know. That is he part of the problem? So now that he's established, say or no, he's not part of the problem. Yes, it will inform my comment. So you see, Stonebwoy has said a lot of things, but then I believe that he also shares part of the blame. Because if your father takes care of you in a single room, and you go and you don't come to renovate that same single room, and you tell your father, say, oh, you've been living in this chuchu blema, agent of this building, then I ask myself, okay, so what happens to the investment that he made in you? Stonebwoy cannot tell me that Akoma village in Honoma has not been part of his growth. He said it, that when he goes, he comes back there and they give him microphone. The elevation of the place is not up to his fathers, as he is calling them. That is why they gave him and his likes that platform for them to shine, so they can come back and elevate the place for others, for the next generation after them to benefit.
Well, that's also not that bad.
Yes,
angle.
But Stonebwoy to some extent, I understand why sometimes he and probably his likes will be a little reluctant into doing it. And that is the brofo that he said. That some people will say he sell out. So even when he wants to help Krana, because they are seeing him as a sellout youth, they don't want to even come close to him. The ego and the kokoti among the Impenufo is also what is blocking that place from being developed. Because at the end of the day, Stonebwoy would want to add more spice or more innovations to the things that they are doing in the Akuma village as far as reggae is concerned. Now, reggae in the 90s is not the same reggae we are listening to. Reggae in the 80s is not the same reggae we are listening to. But unfortunately, some people are too conscious. You want to change it small. You want
liberty.
Yes, you want. You want to change.
Rasta liberty.
you want to twist it small to suit the new generation, for them to also find it appealing and do it. Hey, you are desecrating. You should say you are desecrating the whole agenda.
You'll be a sellout.
You'll be a sellout right now. You make us say BBR. So yes, part of the problem there. Yes, I would want to put some at the doorstep of Stonebwoy and his likes. Say yes, they did not give them those platforms for them to just go and come and still come back and point that the practice in Akuma village are old and ancient. No, that is why they gave you that platform. They gave you that platform because they saw you are the next generation that can hold that particular fort. So is Stonebwoy trying to say that if those people are no more, he will leave Akuma village. If left to him alone, he is going to leave Akuma village because he is not he's not part of the founding fathers of that particular practice. So he should die off. No, then he is not a generational thinker, and that is what I believe will also inform his pains. That Charlie, sometimes he also comes there. He goes there not entirely because he needs the platform though, but he still wants to reconnect with them and more even elevate them.
Maybe bring his experience to bear.
Yes. So yes, that's why I was initially I was asking if he accepts to be part of the blame, because this blame goes both ways, hand in hand. Okay. He and his like shares part, as well as some of the egos.
But do you know they don't have any contractual agreement for him to come and do anything?
No.
As a matter of fact, everybody who is there is doing everything for themselves.
Exactly.
Everybody wants to fly.
Exactly.
So if he goes there and is able to fly, don't put any pressure on him to come back and to pull you along.
Definitely, but it takes generational thinkers to see beyond their personal interest. It takes generational thinkers to see beyond their personal interest. You giving people platforms to shine on your spaces is not because you just need people on your platform. No, it is because you are thinking of the next generation. Look at
we need them to.
Of course, no, I'm not saying that is not part.
That's why we don't give anybody
just anybody.
Yes.
That's why I'm saying it takes someone to see beyond their personal interest. For the personal interest, it is constant. Everybody has an interest in everything that they do. But for somebody to go beyond their personal interest, to some people, what they will benefit is the only thing that concerns them. But some people will go to the extent that, okay, I was in this room, it was just a single room, and we were doing our own reggae stuff. We were doing our own reggae gathering here. Now that I am an international artist, I've gone and come back. Charlie, I realize I can spare about 20,000. I can spare about 10,000. Yes, no,
I do a sellout things.
No, you see, nobody.
You make it so easy.
No, you see, nobody. I am, like you said, I am not under any obligation or any contract to do it. But if indeed I want to think about the next generation, and I want reggae that the people did that made it so appealing to me to jump on. If I want that same genre to stand for the next generation after me, I should be able to go through that pain that the people went. Because I tell you, for them to establish that for Stonebwoy and his likes to benefit, it did not come cheap.
Yeah.
It came at some people's sacrifice.
Some people sweat.
Some people sweat.
Blood.
Of course. So don't also think that it should be something in your comfort.
Okay, so what do you think he can do to elevate reggae music as it is now?
So the platform that they gave him, now he's come back and he's seen that same platform as ancient, same as it was given to him.
Say ancient platform.
Oh yes, yeah, rough.
So what can?
So now, Stonebwoy with his experience, Stonebwoy has had vast experience that he can bring more innovations into the practices or the things that they do there that can elevate that particular space. And it is not Stonebwoy alone. There are so many people that
say one thing, like one thing.
One thing.
Do, yeah.
Even events. You see, he started some, I think, quarterly Friday event. Stonebwoy can just go and do that particular event there. Stonebwoy's presence or his brand just associated with that is an elevation. Just one. He doesn't need to be there, like physically always. The fact that his brand is associated with that,
like every year, he has
of course. Do you know how many reggae artists would love that I am performing on Stonebwoy's platform
at Akuma Village?
At Akuma Village, so many people will go there and they will not see it as ancient. Now the youth will see.
Where is Akuma Village located?
Accra. You see, they will not see it.
But it is a popular name for reggae in Ghana.
Of course, it is a hub.
A long time, yeah.
It is a fortress.
One Friday, let's go there.
Yeah.
Looks like maybe I've been there, but I'm not too sure of the name.
High Street or
no, one day let's go there one Friday to go see.
Yeah.
Akuma Village, yes, like it's historical.
When you talk about reggae in Ghana,
everybody started from
mention
there.
Akuma Village. So you see, some of these innovations, Stonebwoy should say, oh, I am dedicating that my monthly quarter event to that particular site. Grace there 1 or 2. It is an elevation enough. It is an elevation enough. So these are some of the things that they can use to elevate the place, and it will attract more of the youth.
So we are looking at someone who can also adopt Akuma village like Fela has the Fela Shrine. Then you can say every year, because I came from there, I want to do some show there.
Of course, it will not take much from these guys.
But I see the way you are talking about it. Has someone from Akuma village sat Stonebwoy down and speak this sense into him?
He be sell out. They won't allow.
Yes, they are not ready. They want him to still come there and let them smoke together. Now Stonebwoy thinks that okay, I can smoke, but I don't have to come to Akuma village.
No,
he can smoke in his house. He can smoke anywhere. Charlie. Asemu, but Stonebwoy, I think he was too political. He should have told them.
Of course, because this thing there, it is like a bomb. They all share part of the blame. So if you want to say it, don't be political. Just go blunt. At least let them know, because you see, you willingly. I know from the way Stonebwoy is speaking, willingly. If you ask him, he can suggest ways that he can also help. He will come through for them so that he can help elevate the place. But some of these things are the pains that he's using to say something, and he don't want to disrespect some people. So of course.
Okay, so let's close on this note. I have seen a video of Snoop Dogg. I think that video has come up before. I want to believe. And this morning, so great Safo. Oh, sorry about that. So great Safo sent this to me, and he wants us to talk about it. So great, Sammy. Every day I've been telling you people, but you don't get me. This is it. So let me read what Socrates said. He just sent the video, and later he added this message. So I'm not an idiot after all. I have been saying it is not easy to be a deep thinker in a gullible society. Socrates was killed because he was thinking beyond the people. Of course, referring to another Socrates. The Socrates was killed because he was thinking beyond the people. Now, let's listen to what Snoop Dogg said. When we come back, we spend some 2 minutes on this, then we run away.
Streaming gotta get their shit together, cause I don't understand how the fuck you get paid off of that shit. I mean, can somebody explain to me how you can get 1 billion streams? Streaming gotta get their shit together, cause I don't understand how the fuck you get paid off of that shit. I mean, can somebody explain to me how you can get 1 billion streams and not get $1 million? That shit don't make sense to me. Like, I don't know who the fuck running the streaming industry, if you in here or not. But nigga, you need to give us some information on how the fuck to track this money down. Because 1 + 1 ain't adding up to 2. And I have to say it, because that's the main gripe with a lot of us artists, is that we do major numbers with streams and this shit, but it don't add up to the money. Like, where the fuck is the money? When I first came out, my records would sell based off of physical. If you sold 1 million copies, that means if $9.99, $9 million, you get this percentage, that's what it is. So if I sell how many streams, how much money do I get? It's not being translated, and it's not working for the artist right now. And I just want to speak to that in the music industry. Like, that's fucked up. And we need to find a way to figure that out. The same way the writers are figuring out. The writers are striking because streaming, they can't get paid. Because when it's on the platform, it's not like in the box office. In the box office, if it does all these numbers, you may get a up. Oh, it did this many, here's another check. But on streaming, you got 300,000 hours that somebody watched your movie. Where's the money? And I know I'm going off a script right now, but fuck it. This is business. You know what I'm saying? This is a room full of business people, and somebody may hear this and be able to do something about it, so that way the next artist don't have to struggle or cry or try to figure out how to get to his money. Because some of these artists are streaming millions and millions and millions and millions of fucking streams, and they don't got no millions of dollars in their pocket. So I just wanted to say that.
So just straight as that, and big ups to Socrates Safo, one of our veteran showbiz people or creative arts people who sent this video to me, obviously looking for our opinion on it. And oh, let me also say big ups to Shatta Kobe. He sent the Miss Angela White video to me as well. So shout outs to Shatta Kobe. Thanks for supporting the production here. Now the production is done by people. Chavo, 2 minutes, 3 minutes.
So what is Socrates?
Socrates is saying that go back to CD sales. I say mobile mo online no but in fact, okay, let me put it right for him. He's not saying we should stop the online, but he says don't also stop the CD. I mean, it's a question back here, boy.
People don't stop these things because they want to stop them. It is the market dictating what should happen. We are in disruptive economy. Someone will come with an idea, everybody will go there, it will destroy everything. If you are not sharp, if you can't try, you don't study, you don't learn to get in there, you are gone. I mean, we have Nokia as an example. The guy said we didn't do anything wrong, but we lost. And indeed, they didn't do anything wrong. They were just doing what was bringing them money. They didn't change, and they lost. That's it.
Because some people became innovative.
Because some people were coming out with something crazy that people were loving, and it was like we know they know us for our strong battery, but people were not looking for batteries. Battery nobody other. People were using some serious apps to do certain things, making money here and there, and you are concentrating on batteries. You are not doing anything wrong, but you will lose. And this is the same thing. So Socrates, he should come again. It's not like people just decide not to use CDs again. The market is dictating it. Those who were doing CDs, they don't do it anymore. I said this, I remember somebody came and say, oh, if you go on Amazon, you will still get CDs. No, they do it on demand. When you ask for it, they will do it for you and charge you for it, and you will pay more. Because it's on demand. When you go on streaming platforms now, there's a portion that you can ask for CD. They will do it for you, but the CD will cost you more than the streaming the song or downloading the song online. So the market is dictating the pace, not what you think will work or because you don't understand how it is. I mean, the way Snoop Dogg, the way he put it, I agree with him. It's like he doesn't understand and he wants to understand it. That's it. He's not saying that.
But he's coming from the older generation.
Yes. And he's not
where
saying,
he was selling CDs.
Yes. And he's not saying CDs streaming is not good. He's saying
how do you calculate the money my earning?
Yes.
Also I get 1 million streams. Why am I not getting $1 million?
So he doesn't understand it and he wants to understand it. So Socrates should not get it twisted. He's not saying that streaming is not good. Because where I went to, I remember not long ago, I was going to meet, I think, Abbas and one guy that he wanted me to help him with his YouTube thing. And then we just did a meeting at Accra Mall. But I went there early. So when they were not in there, I was just sitting there and someone came to me with a CD. And he said, oh, boss, you can take my CD and help me with anything, something. And I told him, where am I going to play it? I don't have anything that can take CD. So if I take it, where am I taking it to? I don't have anything, like anything at all that I can take of that. Okay, you let me buy it. I will put it in my computer. Now my laptop, there's no CD-ROM in there.
That's true.
The system that in my room, there are no CDs room wherever. Like, so if I buy it, where am I taking it to? Or how do I play it? So I told him, do you have a YouTube channel? He said yes. I said, okay, tell me the channel name and let me subscribe to it. That's the best I can do for you. Or if you have any streaming platform, tell me and let me search for your music and play it once a while. That's what I can do because that one I have it. So these CDs, they are dead and gone. If you are still in that space, you are losing. And you can still preach it until you can't even talk anymore. That's what will happen. You won't get anything from there. Snoop Dogg is not saying that streaming is not good. He doesn't understand it and he wants to understand it. And in fact, for streaming, the understanding, the everything is there. Just that it's so difficult and hard to catch it
down.
Yes. So a lot of people
is a problem.
Yes. So a lot of people will not go in at all. YouTube, for instance, everything is there. If you want to calculate it, the informations are there for you to do the calculation yourself. Just that it's so difficult, people don't even attempt it. That's what it is. So this is the era now, and this is what we are using, whether you like it or not. You can, yes, think of other things. You can say that Snoop Dogg's example, he said that in my time, I'll go there and they will tell me
I've sold 99.
99 copies, 100 copies. One is $1.
Yeah.
So if I can get 1 million, it's $1 million because one is $1 and I've sold 1 million copies. It's $1 million. Why are you now saying that people have
watch time
and you are using watch time and whatever and whatever? So this is the era that we are in. A lot of business they are no more because of that. In fact, we had companies who were producing the CDs. We had companies who were manufacturing the devices to use the CDs to play. They are no more there. Now, but if you want somebody to produce CDs for you, you will get them because they want their money. The machines are there doing nothing. So if you call them, I want you to print CDs for me, they will print it for you. But the next question is, where are you going to play that CD that you are going to print? That's the point. Those who were selling, they are still there. If they think people will buy CDs, they will go and bring it.
Exactly.
It's not like, oh no, now we are not doing CDs, so I won't sell CDs anymore. No one is buying. So you now, that's what it is. So we are no more in that era. Socrates should just come back to new era and move with us, or else he will not do anything wrong. I agree with him, but he will lose like Nokia.
Well, Ro, quick one. Let's wrap up.
Before I wrap up, let me say congratulations to Shatawale. They just ended Ghana Entertainment Awards USA. He won Entrepreneur of the Year.
Oh, really?
Yes,
with
Shaxi.
Hey.
Yes, so the family has picked up the first award.
Oh, wow.
We are grateful to our cherished customers, our riders, and our
wow, that's beautiful.
For such international feat. We really appreciate it. They should still keep following. I'm sure very soon, very, very soon, we will be having some bonus codes for our lawyer, US, and all that. So, now to Snoop Dogg. As I mean, it is interesting. In fact, I have also thought of the things that he's saying before, because sometimes I want to say as a layman, because like Chemo said, the technicalities involved in calculating some of these things are very cumbersome. That yes, if you don't have time or if you don't have anything to use it for,
you will not even try it.
To some of us or some people who are coming from the 1+1=2 era, there is no way you can tell me Charlie Benya 1 million streams, yet it is not even up to $500,000, like, or $50,000. Like you think about it and you know they click. You can't think far. Of course, because the person is imagining, Charlie, the number of CD sales that they've made. And those people started hitting platinum before
they were selling copies.
They were selling hard copies and they were hitting. So they hit the same platinum and their monies is not up to the end times they were hitting platinum. No, I remember. Yes, I'm saying
it's not the same.
Yes, I will come there. It's not like to them, to their understanding, it's not the same as like the monies they were getting.
They don't get it.
Like it doesn't make sense. But hey, it is just an era that we are in. We are in a different generation, and in fact, the people that are controlling the market would determine how much you're supposed to get.
Okay.
If there is a cry, we should seek more understanding into how they operate, how they calculate these things, or even charge them to pay more. Charge them to pay more. That is the core that should happen. Because for whatever you do today, you can say, oh, we should, and let's not kid ourselves. CD sales can come back. Depending on how innovative it would be when it comes. Perhaps it might not come as the big CD that we like.
Have known
yes,
over the years.
Maybe it might come in a different form, and there may be something that will aid it, that will be in fashion or will be in vogue as in that generation. You understand? It may come, and those people who will be innovative in that sense will control the market and will determine how much it should even be sold. Now, the people who are controlling the streaming platforms, the streaming era, the streaming age, they are the ones that are telling you that, Charlie, yes, even though you were selling one CD for 1 CD or $1, and when you sell 1 million, you get $1 million. Me, this is my platform. If you want to come on my platform, this is how much I am telling you will get. It is either you come or you stay wherever you want to. You go wherever you want to go. And because we are also looking for the people that are on his platform, you will definitely go to him. So we can only charge them to pay more. Like some people have been dragging with YouTube's and the likes, Apple Music and the likes for in recent times. Yes, it is there. We can only charge them to pay more because there's lots, like there's more that is being put on their content, and the more goes there, the more they also benefit. So they can equally periodically be doing some of these things to pay more. You get it? So that is the charge. But for Socrates cry there, as in if he wants us to go to the CD era, we can go into the CD era for him. But I asked him how many in recent I can charge Socrates how many times he's played CDs, even personally on him, like in recent. How many times has he played?
I saw him at the National Theatre last Saturday. He was not having a CD bag. Well, Kobe, let's close in 2 minutes. All
right, so I think this is it is demand and supply. So based on what the people are requesting is what you also make
give
provisions
them.
for. And if I can ask Mr. Socrates, when's the last time maybe or no obo CD and or CD, I mean, or will play a biwo nifia like or you should CD ana. You see, it is something. Yes, but
only current one. That would be the thing.
Yeah,
I
only current one.
We are not talking
one
about
of the old-fashioned machines.
We are not talking
and
about
a big crowd gramophone.
We are not talking about the ancient one. I mean the modern one. So if our modern one be and one thing that we should understand is when things are changing, the last time I've always been talking about this, innovations. When the world innovates or maybe we improve on certain things, we need to adjust to it and embrace it. And that is the reason why your movie industry we do baby actually, because when we were moving from the CD era to these digital platforms, we were thinking let's more or less focus on our CD. But say it to me more or less innovative enough. And that one would have been a great opportunity for us to even sell our content more, because by then we had no other alternative or no other means than to consider the CD. But say you're thinking ahead and you consider that
certain will be creative platform,
something like that,
and the Ghana movies
yes. And it's a huge revenue, and that one would have been even a very huge competitive market for other people to also patronize in it. But no one thought of that. We all thought, let us all be in our own zone and do whatever that we are doing. So until then, this is how the conversation will be. And more or less to our very people complaining, I think the best thing that we can do is more or less go on a renegotiation with these platforms. We can more or less have a convo with them and see how possible best we can change certain, amend certain things that will best suit the artist, that will also ensure win-win affair. Both parties will more or less benefit from it. That won't be a situation that one is going to win and the other is losing.
Fact is that, Kobe, no matter what we do, those people who control the platforms, they are going to put out their deciders.
That is it.
Because now they have made the thing so in a way that you can't do anything than to bring your stuff to them. So today if you say you have a video, you don't give it to YouTube, why are you going to put a video for people to see it?
That's the problem.
As much as he has it, when you come, you have to work with the terms and conditions.
Yes.
So if he's saying get more numbers and get more money, do what you can to get more numbers, and in return, get your money.
So this is how the whole thing will be, because there's nothing that I can. And when you find yourself in an economy that like monopolistic economy, right now these digital platforms, now I'd say a monopolistic economy. They're a group of certain people that they are controlling whatever they need to
that's
control.
true.
Yes.
Yeah.
So when it happens like this, there's nothing that you can do, because you don't have any alternative to switch than to rely on it. So even if their terms and conditions are okay, or they are not okay with you, the only thing you can do is just like Snoop.
But once again, they are also not ripping people off like that, because it is not as if we in Africa alone are on the platforms.
Yeah, sure.
Over there, However, they are paying them. It is because of how much they put in.
Of course.
So in America, they are paying people who own some substance or some content in America better than they are paying us. It is because in their economy there are more people putting money there too.
Yes.
Let's come to Ghana. How many people are advertising on YouTube?
That's the problem.
How many people are advertising on YouTube from Ghana?
And even the
So yes, if you make 1 million in Ghana and someone makes 1 million in America, your pay won't be the same.
I see.
No, yes.
Oh, yes,
We have to understand it. How many people are advertising on YouTube in Ghana? When we play a YouTube video, most of the adverts we see, about 15% are from Ghana. And even that one is periodic. About 1 month, 2 months, no. Look at Yango. Ever since Yango came, they have been advertising on YouTube constantly. No Ghanaian company can do that.
Very soon, Shagzy will be there.
Hallelujah.
So, Brass, I mean, on this note, so when come, watch my boss, I'm saying he's now the social media maestro for Shagzy. So, big shout outs to him.
Social media
maestro.
What's the meaning of maestro?
Master. So congratulations to him too. And we also urging Ghanaians say, let us all patronize our own. This is Ghana. It is our own. It is designed best to suit us all. It's young patronizing and grow business.
Thank you so much, guys, for being a part of today's edition of Showbiz Daily here on Sammy Flex TV. Special thanks to my pundit, Intim Solomon Chemo. He is in charge of our online management here at Flex Entertainment, and also for your solutions online, contact him to sort you out. Roland Amate is the digital communicator at Shagzy. He's a pundit, he's a blogger, and also talent manager. And Kobe Josvan is the whole nation's blogger. You guys should watch out for his program. That is the SHS, how do you call it?
Campus Showbiz.
Campus Showbiz. It is still coming off. We are waiting for more details. Digital Rasta Currency is on camera. Richie Flex is the editor director of the show. My name is Sammy Flex. If you loved this, share with other people. And again, remember to also comment and subscribe to us if you've not done that. We'll come your way with more. Stay tuned. We are out of here. Bye.